just watching a video on Hamza doing his Hyde with some other guys who go to Hyde Park. Basically what they're doing at the moment, they're getting on some quad bikes and they're in the valley of the Gins and they're going exploring on quad bikes, so they're trying to sort it out with some guy to get a price arranged for what's best for them.
Just put that.
So it's a funny
I thought they had just camels in Arabia. Is it quad bikes, yeah?
Yeah, they're doing what it is. They're doing like a day where they're just going for a little rest day or whatever it is. It's a funny time to do Hajj though, isn't it? January. You know. Do you want to say anything about this guy, Hamza? Any thoughts on him?
Hamza, what were you saying about him before? About him, what happened, what he did to us?
Well, we spoke to him at Hyde Park, and I had some papers, and he didn't seem he wanted to engage because he said we had an agenda. But our only agenda is to tell the truth and to show people that Islam isn't as great as they make out. And if they want to go deep on Islam, that's fine. I don't mind doing that because I believe if you're going to make truth claims, you have to dig deep and put it to the test and, you know, be honest. So
the walk in there, so when Muhammad was in the cave and he was having his there's Hamza, and they were having their he was having his visions. What do you think of that when he said he saw Gabriel and that?
I don't know if that was a true encounter. I don't know whether it was written by someone else, but if he did have encounters in the cave, it definitely wasn't Gabriel, because in the hadith Gabriel doesn't identify himself. It just says an angel. It doesn't actually say who it is.
Wow. Does it say, what about the Quran? Does it say it in the Quran?
It mentions Gabriel in the Quran, but it's the thing is, if in the Bible, when an angel speaks to Mary, when it's announcing the birth of Luke, when it's announcing the birth of Jesus in the book of Luke, the angel identifies itself and tells Mary to be, you know, don't worry, everything's okay. But the angel in Muhammad's, if it's the same angel, which it can't be, grabs him by the throat and strangles him and says recite and keeps strangling him. So to me, it doesn't sound like an angel. It sounds like something more sinister than it sounds something like sinister.
Yeah.
You know.
So what are they doing here?
They're just playing about on quad bikes. They're trying to get basically they're trying to get bikes so every one of them can have a bike each, so they could go together on it. At the moment, they're trying to negotiate with some bloke. He's just messing about on it while Hamza's doing the negotiating. That's the bloke where he hires them out.
Hamza, we need to go back there. That's where they all are.
So in all the time we've studied Islam,
Yeah.
over the last couple of years, basically this guy here, Hamza, he ran away from us, didn't he?
Yeah, we said I've got to go and pray, and we had an agenda. And
Yeah,
we had got an agenda.
and he was scared of us, wasn't
Yeah, because we had paperwork with us.
he? Yeah, so basically, they make these videos and get loads of people watching them, but they're dishonest, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah, very dishonest.
they wouldn't tackle us, would they?
No.
Because they knew we had information.
Exactly.
So in all the time you studied Islam, would you say there's anything in it? Would you say that they've got good arguments? What's your opinion?
Islam's got bad arguments. It's that word now. It's the arguments. They haven't really got arguments. They're just statements that they can't be backed up by anything.
Yeah.
They're very dishonest, and when you bring something to their attention, they deflect and don't deal with it. You know, they try and get you on the Bible all the time if they don't want to talk about the Quran for some reason.
Yeah. So like, you spent like a lot of time researching when we went down to Hyde Park,
Yeah.
and basically they don't want to engage with it.
No. Is it what's that other guy now? The one who's hashing. He now, when I speak to him, he says I don't want to speak to you anymore. Go away. Tells me to go away. And I think the reason being is because he knows I've got scholarly stuff, and he doesn't want to deal in that. He's not good at dealing with that. He can't deal with it. He can only deal with when Christians are saying, well, I believe in this, why do you believe in this? And he likes to just attack on the weak. Doesn't like dealing with people who've got a bit of knowledge on the subject. He likes to. His debate style is street fighting. It's not scholarly, so that's why he doesn't want to know.
And what's your opinion of Hyde Park at the moment?
It's gone downhill at the moment. Hyde Park. It's like every man for himself. Everyone's at each other's throats. There's no real dialogue. It's just really. It's like it's what's the word? It's just chaos. There's no order there. It's just chaos. And there's a lot of people there trying to make names for themselves. And there's disputes going on between other people and people attacking each other online and stuff, and they're bringing it into the park as well. So it's not good at the moment.
There he is, the chicken boy.
On his quad.
Hamza on his quad, the chicken boy. Go on, chicken boy.
There we are in the Valley of the Gin.
The Valley of the Chickens. So, you know, about Mecca, when it talks about Mecca, have you ever studied about the fact that Mecca wasn't around at the time of Muhammad? Have you read that?
I've heard of it, yeah, I've not read it, but I've heard about that.
Yeah, if you look at the maps, if you look at the maps,
yeah,
the trading routes, they weren't at Mecca because Mecca wasn't a central place at the time of Muhammad. So you look at all the ancient maps of the time, and it doesn't back up what the Quran's saying about Muhammad or the Hadiths.
No, it doesn't. According to the Quran as well, there's more than one creator. It says in the Quran that Allah is the best of creators.
Yeah.
So that sounds like there's more than one creator according to Islam. But according to them, there's only one God. So who are these other creators that are less than Allah? That's what I'd like to know. You know.
So what's the title of this video?
Day 4 Umrah. They're on day 6 at the moment. They're posting each day they're there. They're posting different days. That was on here, day 5. Gareth showed it me. I just looked at it briefly.
Yeah. So where do you think you're at the moment? What about you going to the Muslim bookshop or something? What happened there?
I spoke to a guy there in the world of Islam, and we got talking about the Bible and Islam, and he says, at first he was full of knowledge, saying, oh yeah, Islam's great, and the Bible's been changed, blah 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 blah. And the minute that I brought up the arguments to defend the Bible and undermine the Quran, that's when he went to, well, I'm not a scholar and I'm not well known on these things. But at the beginning of the chat he was an expert on Islam, and all of a sudden he's not an expert on Islam. So I found that a bit strange, you know. I think with Islam is they make claims and they expect everyone to just say, yeah, just to accept it like it's a fact or something. But as Christians, we're not here to just accept anything that's told us. We're to test the spirits, aren't we? The Bible says, test them, see if it is from God. If it isn't from God, it'll fall apart, won't it? You know. So the minute we put Islam under the microscope and its claims and its allegations, they just fail.
So when you compare talking to the guy in the Muslim bookshop and talking to Hamza, what's the difference between talking with Hamza and the Muslim guy at the bookshop?
It's a better conversation.
What with the Muslim in the bookshop?
He's very patient, the guy in the bookshop. He was more humbler, and he didn't interrupt you all the time and pretend he knew everything and attacked on the faith. He was listening. He actually listened and took on board what I was saying. But he still was saying that Islam is for him and it's true and all that stuff. So I think it's more to do with, it's more spiritual than anything. You can bring them all the facts in the world about Islam, they do, you know, whether they accept it or not, it's up to them, innit? You know,
Yeah.
they need to have a real encounter with God and a real faith. They need to really encounter Christ, don't they, somewhere in their lives.
And you met a Muslim scholar apparently, didn't you, recently?
Yeah, this guy called Mohammed, he was in the shop while I was talking, and he joined in the conversation. He wants to meet up to have a conversation about our two faiths.
Yeah, and he looked like a guy with a humble attitude, didn't he? And someone you could talk to.
Exactly, yeah, he was interested in what I had to say. Because he was questioning, he questioned the Bible when it said, they always say the same things, and that's why I always answer the same way, because it's the same question. They always say, how can Jesus be God when the Bible says he's a man and all this stuff, and the Father's greater than him? And I told him that the Bible is clear about who Jesus is. I said, if you read the whole body of the Bible, you'll get a full picture of who Jesus is, and he's not just some prophet of Islam. So I just told him that Jesus is a man because he came to be the Lamb of God that represented sinful humanity, and he was the pure offering. So he was a perfect human being, and he can be God because God is everywhere and God can enter his own creation through the Son. So I was explaining these concepts to them, and he seemed to be open, and when we started talking in that manner, he seemed to be wanting to know more. He seemed to wanting to know a bit more about it, you know. So I think when we're dealing with Muslims or anyone, you've got to kind of know your stuff. You don't need to know everything or be humble in what you know, but there's an example at Hyde Park when a certain person went to Hyde Park and was questioned on something and didn't know how to answer, you know, as you remember.
Yeah.
So you've got to be confident in when you're dealing with them as well. Yeah. Because at the same time, that could be someone looking for an answer, and if we can't provide the answer to them, you know, they're just going to stay where they're at. So
where do you think you know, I've not been out for a while, I've been not well, I've had flu, we've not been down at Hyde Park because of the arguments and kind of silly nonsense that's been going down there. And so what do you think God's been teaching you and saying to you over the last few months? Like, is there anything in your spiritual journey what God's been saying? Just keep stepping out, just keep sharing. Whatever you do is not in vain, just keep sharing and just keep going. Just keep proclaiming the truth. I know every time I do proclaim the truth, I experience resistance, not from God, but from obviously other way, you know, from the enemy. You get resistance from him. Yeah. So the thing is to do just increasing your knowledge, but also be guarded in your prayers as well. Don't give the enemy a chance to throw doubt in what you're doing. Just keep going. Amen. Amen. And can you just point the camera at me just a sec? Yeah, sure. The other there. I just want to quickly recommend this book, John Piper, Desiring God Ministries, The Pleasures of God. It's really been helping me to think about God, and you can get his videos on his website, Desiring God Ministries, or on YouTube, but it's been really good. So thanks, Mike. Thanks for sharing, mate. Thanks, everybody. God bless you, and love to everybody.